So, in my future and past and now, I've been in the circle matrica of Europe, unions, countries, philology, understanding, catching points to understand with your brains, to make 10 points about something without something to study. So it kind of your work was 2001 in Helsingør for Steeler family. So yes, but still learned me to make 10 points. And then he tried like I don't understand these mimic because they were too strange, so I thought they're gonna be that kind of strange because this kind of social life or family. So 10 points I learned even the crazy and irony and self-irony. In the second family, when I started to talk with the self-irony, they've been looking at me like that. Well, I thought maybe this is kind of I have to learn how to live with this family. So I bought on the cover from Axom because in this bed wasn't any cover. I thought, okay, this color not can be sexy, not can be destructive, not can be over shocking with a blue. So I bought green. So then I decided I'm gonna make a top clothes of mine. I'm gonna make a blouse. And I made it with 2 roses. So that was for a family and me to be in a unit, to be in social communicating, getting social what they want to see from me, not sexy girl. Just cleaning, 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 helping, 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 helping. And the evening, I started when my host mother started to try to show that she's so tired, that she's so sick. I started to give her to the bottom my energy. Okay. So I was working. In the evening, she's asking, like you can see, mimic. Oh, well, at least I got that sick of this. When I gave her my energy, I understand. Well, I'm empty, and my breast started to disappear. So I understood losing yourself, a woman, lose the breast. Don't ever forget, woman, that swastika breast you can't lose. That's kind of thing. Think about its importance for you, for your hormones, and for the energy that can run with your hormones, not to lose yourself. So it's kind. You need to understand, to lose yourself by smoking to have a little breast. It's no choice for women that kind. You need to drink milk, to eat cheese. It is for women. It's a harmony to use that kind of products. I think it is genetic and proof, and all theories that milk is not important for women under the menopause. I don't really believe that nonsense, because the fat is not really bad. The fat, it is exotic hormones, and the fat is something like on your body staying, is saying that it is a hormone, and it is very important. So if you get fat, just hold on, you're gonna get the hormone normal being. You will start to lose a stress. You will start to lose that kind of aggressivity. Don't try yourself to overdone. It makes you exhausted. When you have some fat in your breast, that is the biggest value. That is the biggest insurance of your safe hormone life. So a 75C, it is just normal that you can have breast, and that kind of breast fat that you have in that size is very right one. Don't try to get A on B, because C is the average of fat when you really do hard physical job. When you do very hard emotional and care like a mother, like a woman, of your beauty, of your love, of your self-responsibility, self-conscience, and self-respect. So I really believe that to protect yourself by cybernetic, you have something about a subjective point that I have found out in my children's life, being in the distance of internet reaching and interactive waves reaching, and all reachings by radio station, and not the radical things that you can't take anymore. But I see in my situation what I understand, that it is important how to love yourself. Do you play sexual games? No. Do you masturbate? No. It is kind to save your woman fat. I think that is in genetic, can find the sense by this. What I thought is important for women to get fat when she's pregnant. Not too much, but it is kind of very important to eat seeds and all kind proteins. Seeds is kind, even this from old seeds. I think I don't really know what they call in English, but still you understand that superfood is also seeds, and so it is kind how you gonna have a birth if you don't have every kind proteins. How you gonna develop a human being that is a really child come from nature? You know that when you have children, you don't know what touches your heart the most hard. When you're a child, you just can't live like I was living 10 years in that aggressive of Nostrum later. And when I came to Clinicos, when they made me operation in broken stomach and metastasis, they've been working also with my psycho understanding, hypnosis, not to be in that pain of my child. It was just too much to survive for human body. I sent to Washington my latest information to Kennedy. I didn't know if Clinic was gonna survive. I just was praying, God, if you want to change that end of history of genius child KGB that become a judge virtual in Denmark and not to worship the Jewish. So it's not anymore 13 that I believed in and fantasies. It's not existing a real episode of world. It's existing a minus mathematical world for real spirit of nature, of blood that screams for the revenge. It's really in how sorry people find out. A minus mathematic irrational that vampires and moon can make you slave. You just accept everything because you will get hate. You adore and evaluate every moment of your life. When you feel a little bit alive, you accept every shit that it looks at you, and you don't accept the really understandable minus rationalization on the limits of rationalization that hurts you, people, because you was not able to win against Jesus Christ. So people who want you to make just minus and minus and minus, they just remember and the Holocaust in Jewish and all the black people, all that been black, now Jewish, work on Holocaust as social second season, as a crucifying people, tortured people, and they see our church, it can forgive us for atheist and satanistic that chooses to be minus, let's pretend to be sick. They really become sick because spiritual minus is vegetating heart and mind. So how people can live without really loving, I don't know. I didn't find the answer. I was learning the science. Even this Hebrew I started to learn. I know the best of this. Shalom shalom and ota sota and lehitraota and lilato. That and the Hebrew I learned after that, and nights that we were creating the miracles with veterinary ball. And they was working as a simple au pair. It was two realities: learning on my conscience, working on my conscience, and then that unconscious I came to my conscience, or reading a book. All books that I find out with the points, triangles of marathon, that my unconscious saved my a strong thinking, quiet thinking, going through the big, terrible things as simple as simple. People from Belgium, as simple like Japanese, as simple like atheistic people. I found swastika, I found out a lot of things. From my unconscious learning with a parrot in my head, I learned so much things on my unconscious. And in Denmark, it was trying to foresee the future. And I'm living on combinatoric point of things that I meet. That's like kind, well, in time and place existing sense. Then I'm thinking about that, trying to find that, trying to analyze that to find out the reason, to find out 10 points. And it's okay. That day that I was working, it was from the morning to the next morning. It's how workaholic, I don't know if it's this kind of word, but it is like I sit down and I do work with my brain. When I was quite sleeping in the night without dreams, from regime of my childhood, from China, and all things that people want to try to be like me. When they try to overcome this, they say we need something bigger because it's kind of not real. It's not real. We're just folk nation, but still Europe Union and folk style of Soviet Union SSRS. They laugh because it was like when they understood it, this just sick. So SSRS is sick, and that what they remember is from Denmark to see the irony movies. It is completely crazy atheistic thoughts. And they automatically showing how they laughing at this. So it's kind of like atheism. Danish understood a little bit the robot nation that they thought is a Soviet Union or the past tragedies or tragicomedia kind they believe was Soviet Union, but Danish people they say what shit business really it's kind even not a monkey. What left after this day the Soviet Union? I don't know, it was just completely over. Coming about they culture Danish national and fascism. Nothing doesn't mean this for Danish people in the world. Because atheistic thought is, oh well, it is kind Japanese, and then it is kind naturally medicine and the journal. So it's kind people are scared to talk even in English from Lithuania. Because if not talking, they feel ashamed that generation and that generation that went to England to prostitution just fucked everything. They return and they pretend foreigners. So the jerk came from Denmark garbage container. Pretend the star of Lithuanian country and the much important to somebody because he came from Israel, and that kind is lie. And nothing important wasn't with the jerk who was from garbage container. It was I Anila from Tel Aviv Maccabi. My kind lover, one of lovers. I didn't know about this was it was the hidden part of my life that the a books started to show what shit is going on my sleeping. And then the most important for atheism the Danish learn it's to say that these nights not existing. And then when they started to rinse my memory, I started to run marathons. It's not possible to rinse your unconscious. It's a astrophysical connection to my destiny. But for this, it's called it's horoscopes. We made it horoscopes. It's kind of written for and nobody. It's got nothing. But still, and colors, we understand. The chakras, what is that? Polythene atheistic thoughts, like a medicine doctors, they say that is schizophrenia, and they try to make you suicide. That kind of Jewish. Oh, Shurku serious. He made me. I thought I just can't walk that suiciding in love relation in open the case. Why he is trying to get my emotions? Why he is trying 3 days after to come to him to ensure that my medicine correctable when I was therapy, healing myself so many years. The Jewish man doctor from Yurbarkas, he just was extremistic Jewish. Came from the sheep when he made again somebody to suicide, and then again he works somewhere in village or small town again psychiatrist. I just in the hospital was crying. I thought why I was suiciding. I don't know, but that was that I was to the corner of that situation. If and this is what they thought, and now I took the medicine when it's all was so disturbed that they were doing something. They were. I can't even say what they've been doing because this Washington keeps in secret to protect not Soviet Union, not Jewish to protect stability of nuclear. Because it's kind very very hard situation. When we became European Union, a country that been living as a Soviet Union, SSRS, a comedy that was natural medicine. That kind so much height went in the Soviet Union. And when they on 10 points didn't find the authority and God, they become the Christians, the Catholic, or they believed in Buddha, or they believed in Jewish religion. They never believed in the law because national sport was stealing. So it's kind my surviving to go to social with my feeling to tell what I can to tell because I really liberalistic person. I know what I do not have to say because too much people are personal as I really can't ever never to protect you because with Australia couldn't even have fatherhood allowance. So John F. Kennedy was a real my father vampire. So he thought he can be a real totalitarianistic power of minus alternity. They thought they gonna make a Jewish a new religion, new world. They've been reaching for swastikas. All that been the game of minus and plus 6 that equals swastik. And this swastik got just 8 points alternity and 9 points in a futuristic world, greatest, biggest, meanest was philology, Europe. But now it's gonna find out philology of the world with its entire of a vegetarian life, with the power of hunger, with the dances of interactive choice for children when they repeat what you say, and also well dances also from Trunk Point LT. And the online shop, its kind was for Jewish understanding this world by a game of the mirror. And this kind, like philology, is kind to believe in Greek language, Greek constitution first in the world. It's kind even now in Greek hieroglyphs for Europe, the strength of Christian world. Because our story was made by hunger and thirst. That can minus a mortal plus a mortal game was the bow for the Church of Soviet Union. When in the games we get 10 points, we lost. We got minus 10 points. We got sick. We got unsleepy. Without understanding, we want to stop to work because that stresses. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. You really feel and tata, but still you feel better. So you whatever make a sprint when you're making a thinking, and you get the 10 point of a 0-1 system. 10 points of today was in my bathroom to write a 0-1 economy as I was washing. And then I was vegetables eating that were in the water. I was eating sequoia because you need in the autumn to make it in the water to lose the bad taste. And then I was eating a second egg with a pepper, green, and tomatoes and mayonnaise. And now I'm cleaning. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna clean the carpets. I don't know, but that looks like it's very too much things for today. But how to stop them? I don't know. So sometimes when there's some kind of stress, I work overnight, right? and the ideas. I create the plans. I write, why not? I write, oh, I believe that. And so it's my understanding where to find myself.